Hey, what is up, intelligent people? I'm Mr. Sicko, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Make sure to smash the like button if you find any kind of value. Make sure to subscribe too, because guys, on this channel we do a lot of videos like this every single day or on a daily basis, and make sure to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any. And let's keep it as simple, short, and beginner friendly as possible as always. So as you see right here, we have CCIV or Churchill Capital Corporation IV, and I mean, we were kind of wrong, okay, about this. So I was reading this and I took L right there. But yeah, this video will not be that short because I have some beautiful, beautiful things to discuss. The good, the bad, and the ugly about the CCIV. So we're gonna be talking everything about that. So if you wanna hear something like that, make sure to keep on watching. And first of all, let's just talk simply about technical analysis right here. So we can be kind of like right now we pushed to the upside, which is a pretty good thing. Yesterday too, no, yesterday we were like up 9%. Then we were down 2.59%, but those were two bullish candles in the past 2 days, trading days, so on and so on, right? So if you go to the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, we kind of made a lower low, lower high. Then first of all, the lower low, then the lower high. Right now, another lower low. I think that's right here. We're gonna be making a lower high too, and we will see what will be happening with that. Okay, so let's just delete that thing, delete the volume thing, and just keep the moving average on. Okay. Oh, let's just keep the CCV on, and where I think that we're gonna be bouncing off of before we start pushing to the downside. I think that we can be reaching these levels right here, but we will see. Okay, this is just my opinion, and I'm not bearish on CCIV. Actually, I'm pretty bullish on that. And but let's just talk about the actual things that I want to talk about. Okay, so I found a post on Reddit which like took my attention, and I want to read this for you guys. Okay, and just make sure to turn on the captions on YouTube, because you may not understand me, because a lot of people say in the comments section down below that they do not understand me. But yeah, you can just go with it from the captions. Okay, so the good, the bad, and the ugly. I was about to post this commentary last week in the hope that it is shared so many times and be delivered to Lucid Group's management team. One aspect of my criticism was their long period of silence and lack of communication with investors. However, as soon as I wrapped this up, Lucid announced their investors conference with no Q&A for July 13th, so I held off posting this until I heard the conference call. In fact, it is so exciting to see Lucid Groups is like surrounded by so many fans, believers, and enthusiasts. However, it is also a bit like frightening to see so many like naysayers and like skeptics this company has attracted. Both sides have their own reasons to hold on to their views, but we cannot deny the role of Lucid Group's management in the war between the good side and the bad side. Okay, after all, they like ultimately add lots of weight to one side of the game and determine the winner. The ugly part is that they have so far added lots of weight to skeptics win their like unpromised and over-delivered strategy. He says that the conference call was followed by plus 15% drop in CCIV stock price during the following days, a similar pattern we have seen after previous conference calls held by Peter Rawlinson. The conference call had plenty of interesting updates, including the 500k EV sales projections for 2030, which implies 50% of year-over-year EV volume growth between 2022 and 2030. But it didn't excite the investors. How come the 2030 EV volume projection can be taken seriously while the management can't even predict the announce which month in like the 2H 2021 the first delivery is going to happen. We are already 2 weeks into the Q2 2021. If the crash test is completed, the EP range testing is underway. Shouldn't the management be able to at least project which month the first customer delivery will take place, if they can just do that? So is it August? Is it December? The same is true about us Lucid ESS prototype testing progress. It was made. Okay, just click that. So they say that it has made outstanding progress, and according to the management in the ESS business roadmap, it's on track. But now, will it impact the top line of 2022 or 2023? It was wonderful to like briefly hear Sherry House's voice for the first time following her second months into her role as of the CFO. Yet it would be nice if she shed more light on how how the expansion and the acceleration of planned capex in 2021 and 2022 would affect the 2021 or 2022 production EV volume and sales figures. So the management narrative has never explained how the 5,577 EV volume in 2H 2021 will transform to 20k volume in 2022. It is because of the completion of a big milestone at AMP1 like manufacturing facilities construction. It is an unpromised under-deliver scheme of 2022. We hear the sheer like excitement in Mr. Rollinson's voice when he talks about Tesla like commanding the $600 billion market cap because of the efficiency metrics, the mass or kilometers per hour or kilowatts hour that he values the most, and he claims Lucid to be the forefront at it. However, it's good to note that Tesla CEO Elon Musk has fought decade-long battle with naysayers and skeptics to get to where he is right now. He kept overpromising and under-delivering from almost a decade, and only when he overpromised and over-delivered, he could win the battle against anyone who was betting against him. He has had such an eye-popping victory that he can easily hide the true market cap of his company, which is like $757 billion and not $600 billion, based on a fully diluted shares as of July 13th. He says from public eyes and even from his rivals. It is not that he is personally trying to hide as much as GME and Ford market cap combined every single day, but the investing public apparently don't really care even if they happen to know it. On the other hand, investing public price with the highest obsession in the precision based on fully diluted shares, and apparently every single dollar counts. Furthermore, Tesla's fully diluted shares have increased 13% over the past 5 quarters. Okay, so and rarely anyone knows this fact while investing public are concerned about 6% dilution effect of the next round of capital raising and shares issuance at the end of 2022 for Lucid. I don't believe the different treatment for these two companies get from the investing public would have anything to do with the efficiency metrics or other engineering metrics, power to weight, and etc. like that. So the Mr. Robinson is pointing to. Don't get me wrong, these metrics and technology excellence are outstanding achievements by Lucid's engineering and R&D team, but they are way more fascinating for engineers than the general investing public. Therefore, a smart engineer such as Mr. Robinson might be so integrated by these breakthrough technology achievements, while general investing public might not initially appreciate their value. But the bigger risk is it that the brilliant engineer believes these technologies' accomplishments are simply enough to define and justify the value of the company. This is the reason why there is a mismatch between the announcing these innovations in the technical terms by Lucid CTO, or who is also the CEO, and the price movement on the screen following those announcements. I believe there are two key elements that might address the mismatch between investors' expectations and Lucid management's approach to public relations: ecosystem and storytelling, presentation and persuasion. Okay, so what they want to talk about is that Tesla is on its path to create an ecosystem that is not only limited to sustainable energy ecosystem. Tesla and its fans have pursued the investing public that its innovations and disruptions will reach segments far from the core EV business, such as software, energy storage, and AD. The eye-popping victory of Elon Musk over those who have been betting against him for a decade has resulted in the extreme optimism by investing public who assumes that Tesla will disrupt other businesses way too far from its core business. The delusion has gone so far that Wall Street analysts assume that Tesla will have an insurance business as big as Uber by 2030. One of those two segments have existed today, but they are priced in Tesla's market cap and price targets. This one reason would take Tesla's market cap with a grain of salt and would not tie Lucid's market cap to it, since a rest in Tesla's valuation market adversely affect LCID or Lucid. So I'm sure that Mr. Robinson has noticed how eagerly investing public is waiting for a partnership or collaboration between Lucid and Apple. This expectation has overshadowed and communication from Mr. Rawlinson in the past several months. It is also obvious that Mr. Rawlinson has received the message. In his latest investor conference call, he emphasized that former Apple executives are leading that Lucid software R&D and that product is an excellent integration of a hardware and software like the iPhone. I think Mr. Rawlinson needs to look at the bigger picture. Investing public would like to see Lucid being integrated into the ecosystem that guarantees its success. Collaboration with Apple on software could be one example of such integration, and likely the most assuring type of integration and success guarantee. However, the potential is not limited. So the Lucid Group's technology segment makes it possible for Lucid to start licensing its technology to legacy OEMs and to open the gates for additional revenue stream and further integration collaborations or R&D or even marketing collaboration with big players or others other example for such integrations. Even though Lucid might not even need Apple for AD software and R&D collaboration, it doesn't mean Lucid cannot provide signs of integration into the ecosystems through other means. So the integration could be as big as partnership with the blue chip firm, or as small as having a Lucid Air as an important theme in a high grossing move. Isn't Lucid Air the most efficient and the most powerful EV in the world? Smith and Wesson sold hundreds of thousands of revolvers after Dirty Harry introduced the most powerful handgun that existed at the time. But marketing campaigns, revenue generating deals, blue chips, partnerships, and collaborations are easier said than done. We all know, but investing public is thirsty for further signs of Lucid in integration into the ecosystem. So it is not just about Apple, and not even about M&As. Either no one expects that. The investing public don't when I say about the investing public, I mean about the retail traders and about the institutions. So just keep that in mind. So the investing public don't like to see that Lucid Groups is single-handed kicking ball in its own world as a niche luxury EV market. They like to see further integrations into these ecosystems. Mr. Rawlinson spoke about this interest into eVTOL. And Lucid technology application in aircrafts, marine, agriculture, and have heavily industrial machinery. Okay, what about deals with big industrial campaigns such as adhere or CAT? Mr. Rawlinson told us that the energy storage alpha prototype testing is on track and they have plans for their beta prototype. What about deals with big retail stores such as Walmart or Target on that front? Even if it's very premature to think about the definitive deal, Lucid could sign framework agreements with those companies that keep the door open for purchase orders to come in down the road. It is not about Apple at all. Lucid top-notch technology and innovations could prove like numerous signs of integration into the ecosystem to give investing public more confidence and different image of the company. The image of the Lucid Group, not just a niche luxury EV company. This is the image that Elon Musk has sent to the investing public. The Tesla is not just an EV company but a tech company. They have provided a few signs of building an ecosystem and integrated into the current ecosystem, and the public has been pursued to the point that they assume and price is plenty of revenue streams that do not even exist. Okay, in addition to the shareholders became customers, many of them buying several Tesla EVs in the family, and customers who became shareholders. This vision is not exclusive to Tesla. Xpeng CEO listed their shares on HK Stock Exchange late June. He said, okay, this video is getting pretty long, but in the long run though, we will like to have a listing venue that get us closer to home, because we are a consumer brand in China. Ultimately, we want our customers to be our shareholders. And having the dual primary listing status in HK or Hong Kong will give us eligibility to be connected in Chinese capital markets. Only if Lucid management adopted this strategic insight, they will make some changes in their investor communication and their approach to public relations. Currently, tens of thousands of retail investors have become hardcore believers of Lucid Group and have invested heavily on the Cciv spec. The company will be wise to enhance their communication methods with retail investors and will be wise to constantly keep them excited. Retail investors are important and powerful players in the market these days. Retail investors should not be underestimated or ignored. Retail investors are so powerful that they have provided the best turnaround opportunity for few companies that were on the brink of the bankruptcy and have obsolete business models. These companies could successfully leverage retail investors' excitement. Each individual plays multiple roles for these companies: the role of an investor, a customer, and a ambassador. Okay, unlike those companies, Lucid is at the forefront of the electrification and sustainability, the most important trends of 21st century. Lucid has the best and the most advanced technology, has the best and brightest human capital, and has been provided substantial capital by CCIV and PIPE. Okay, so that's about it. We have some more things that we want to read, but in the weeks ahead, several investment banks and sell side analysis Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Goldman, JP Morgan, UBS, and so on and so on will publish their reports and price targets for LCID. It will all depend on their Peter Rolling Stone's pursuing power. Okay, how he pursued the investor public, both institutional and retail traders, about LCID and justifies the market cap. If he can pursue the investing public, they will price his visions and plans in the stock and give overweight buy rating if he fails to pursue them. LCID or Lucid might get underweight sell rating with much lower 12-month price target. So we'll see what will be happening with that. This is not financial advice or anything like that. So guys, let me know what are your thoughts about CCIV. This video was pretty long. I mean, the longest video on my channel. No, it's not actually the longest video, but yeah, make sure to like, subscribe. If you stay till the end, I'm pretty happy about you, and I thank you guys so much for your time. And make sure to subscribe, because I will be doing an update tomorrow and the following days to come about CCIV and when the merger happens and all the good stuff. So peace out and have a great day for the rest of your day.